Hi guys, good morning and welcome to demo session of the Linux administration and the shell scripting. There are two parts we have here, and myself Nagarjuna. I'm an IT professional, working IT professional, as well as I'm providing the trainings on different technologies from last 7 years. Especially, I'm very good at automation section. And now come to this topic. Especially this batch main motto is simple word answer. This batch main motto is those who are coming from the Windows background other than non-Linux, coming from the Windows background maybe a different domain, even those who are not having a idea on the Linux till now. Maybe you are working as like maybe 10 plus of years of experience you may have on Windows platform or other technologies. Mainly that people, I mean non-Linux people. And completely the person who is completely new to this technology, really, if you have a zero idea on this area, Linux and shell scripting, it is a great advantage to you. The fact is, nowadays, if you take any environment, the platform or operating system is 80% Linux servers only. Maybe any distribution, Red Hat or Ubuntu, Debian, SUSE Linux, even Kali Linux in the hacking. But 80% Linux based servers only, 20% we have a 20 plus percentage we have a Windows servers. Even if you part of DevOps or any cloud technology, this is mandatory. You're already working on clouds or DevOps. Otherwise, you may be learning this one. Why? Because this word I'm saying to you, I started a recently one batch for the combination of four Azure Admin and Azure DevOps, Docker and Kubernetes Terraform, Agentic AI inside of that. For them, especially. So for them, especially for them, I'm planned this batch. So I started a batch for 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. There is a Azure related course I started. Yes. And here I said 100% assistance for the job, but they should be very, very good at the Linux. Right. Here, two parts I'm going to cover. Automation, nothing but in the shell scripting I'm going to cover. And here, Linux administration part. Two parts we are going to see. Even what not simply the person who comes with zero idea on this one, really, I'm going to give a excellent subject on this area. And blindly, you can give a RHCSA certification, Red Hat certified the certification. You can give simply you can give it administrator one, certified system administrator one. Almost now 23K fee is there, 23K. Even this one now we are calling as a EX200 exam code. Blindly, you can give the examination for that. Like how in Windows you have a not you're daily using Windows. This is a desktop computer or client-based one or single user one. I'm talking a server point like 2016, Windows 2016, 19, 22, 25. Like how we have a idea, same area you are going to get the subject. But only one phobia is Windows means you have a graphical user interface. In Windows means you have a graphical user interface, but in the here you have a completely CLI. Okay, here also you have a graphical user interface, no doubt. Even I'm going to explain to you with on-prem servers, including lab setup. I'm going to cover. Like this is my Windows on-prem server. So how we are going to learn this area here? Like your Windows here also you have a graphical user interface. That is the first point. Please remember. Second part is here CLI is mandatory here. GUI everyone will do. GUI nothing. Even non-IT people, if you bring and give 1 or 2 months of training and explain some real-time scenarios, he is expert in the GUI, graphical user interface. But the fact is CLI, how much we are good at in the CLI. Linux means simply that is a CLI only, right? So everything we are going to learn from the CLI part on. Like this is the way you are going to get that. terminal. And the point, if you come to the syllabus part, even I simply written, I mean, if I write this content administration part, it will take a 10 pages content simply. But main words I written here, even for example, if you say basic command 70, it will take almost a 1 week time to complete this one. And the installation part, now Red Hat 10 is a recent one. 9 and 10 I am going to explain to you. Why? Because here also we have a container approach is there. The container approach also I'm going to cover. Even if you have idea on Docker, same way here also we have a container approach is there. Basic command, generally uh, just like how to create a file, how to create directories. Basic command. Before starting our journey, this is one step is required. This is like a basic, very simple. For example, in Windows, how to start a computer, stop a computer, restart a computer, how you have an idea, these level basic commands, zero level commands only. But it is a recommended one. This area is very, very important one. And then after, once if you come to the server, here also you have a disks are available. Everywhere you have a disk. Operating system is common. Operating system is everywhere it is common only. Here are there everywhere common. In Windows also you have operating system. And here also we have operating system. And once the operating system is there, then what is the internal structure first of all? Internal structure, nothing but like if you have a hardware, how the user is interacting is one. You are installing the operating system here. What is the operating system containing? So operating system in every operating system, not only Windows. Here you have something like kernel. It is a one program. Yes, kernel. Even everything we have to learn by the commands here. Sorry, I mistake. It's a case sensitive. There is a one more important point. So kernel information, which one loaded, how to update the kernel. Even 10 years back, not 10 years, before cloud, kernel update is a one of the biggest task. Now everything is cloud. Even previous Linux administration, now administration, things are very simple to you. In the cloud, you no need to worry about the backups. Lot of benefits are there, but still remember, without these Linux subject and without real-time scenarios, we cannot survive in the clouds or DevOps area. That is a simple statement. Even basic commands will give you some boost to learn the subject. Yes, like file management, partitions. How many partitions are available? What is the partitions like lsblk is a command? What is the available partitions in my machines? And you can see disk is there, partitions are available. And how to add a partition to the machine? How to add a partition to the machine? Example, I want to add a one disk. Generally, when we add a disk in Windows also, in the Linux also, once, for example, this is my external hard disk. Can I attach hard disk directly? No. We have to do the first of all partition, then after format, then after mounting. These are the steps involved. And for the formatting, partitioning purpose, you have two options are there. FDisk is there, GPT concept is there. This is a very latest one. GPT is a too advanced one. So how? Why? Because your limitation is the number of partition points. Lot of them limitations and size disk is limitations are there. We can achieve inside of this section. And then after, what is a permanent mounting, temporary mounting. But one thing guys, this is a outdated technology, whatever I covered as of now. There is a new, not new, a virtual concept is there, that is a LVM. This is very powerful topic. Logical value manager, which is very, 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 very important. Example, give me one answer in your Windows, just based on your laptop you can give. You have a one D drive with 100 GB. Can I expand my 100 GB after using this? Possible?
If you have space in the physical drive, then yes.
Can I expand it? For example, my disk is 100 GB. Here also 100 GB disk is there. Is it possible? My disk is 100 GB. My partition also 100 GB.
No.
Mm.
So what we have to do next time? We need to take a big one, 200 GB. then we need to copy this data here, then we will get some space. Am I right?
Yes.
Generally, we will do that approach only, not other thing. No doubt. This is the only one option we will follow. But these LVM concept is nothing but LVM is nothing but your standard partitions only, like 100 GB, 100 GB, 100 GB is there. These 100 GBs making as a one logical group. Like here, five groups are there, no? 500 GB. From there, you can create the partition. For example, how much I can increase this one up based on this one? 500 GB only, no? Five are there, 500 GB. If I want to more space, just if I add one, two standard partitions to here, automatically it is increased to 200 GB or not? If you consider everyone 100, 100, 100. Yes, you can also extend it, LV extend command. So this is a very, very helpful topic in each cloud, and your interview questions also going to get from here only. This we will call as a physical volumes, volume groups, actual logical volumes. Last one is the logical volume. These are the very, very important. PV display, VG display, LV display, LVS, VGS, PVS, LV extend, LV reduce. Sometimes we also reduce the size also. Maybe LV create hyphen L is a one of the option is available. But wonderful subject. But to understand this one, we have a graphical user interface is required first of all. Graphically, when you able to understand this concept, things are very easy. And second important one is the users management. If you see the how many users are there in my machine and how many permissions are available for the pseudo users or super users in my machine, and creation of user is 1 minute concept only. If you want to create a one user, just one command is available. But how to monitor and how to monitor in the sense control the user activities. One second, I'm coming outside. How to, for example, uh, just consider, I will create one user add test. Yes, test user control I want to get. I want to restrict this user to change the password after 10 days only. Should not use previous existing password. And user password should contain combination of small letters, capital letters, uppercase, lowercase, simple, small and capital means. So how to restrict this one? User management as well as the group management. These two are the important topics. Group management is the biggest concept. In reality, everything is groups only. No one will use single user access concept. Groups concept only the main concept here. Users, groups, backups, tar command, TAR, and security. There is a one special concept is available here for the permission purpose. That is a SC Linux is there. Get enforce, get 0, 1. So get enforce, set enforce. This is a one of the powerful topic in the security point. So this administration will take to you almost 40 hours on this area. 40 hours. Whatever I'm showing to you in one page, it is going to take to you 40 hours time. So file system, like I just said, FDisk and GPT. This is a powerful topic. There is a combination of two topics, user management and group management. Just I said, na, SC Linux is a powerful one. Even here, boot processing also, really it's a one different concept. When you power on the system button, for example, this is a machine and this circle is a disk operating system installed on here. When you power on the machine, generally you have a CMOS batteries available. CMOS battery, anyone maybe like a uh, like circle, one small battery is available. I'm talking about the booting process, nothing. When you power on, the first software that runs in every machine is this BIOS only. And this is going to perform one post test, we will call post. Power on self test, like CPU is properly available, RAM is properly available. If RAM is not properly available, you will get two or three beeps outs. Devices, hardware like mouse and CPU, sorry, mouse and keyboard is not detected, connected but not detected, then you will get five beep sounds. Like the based on the beep sound, this is going to fail. If it is success, step one is perfect. So once power on, CMOS battery will up, CMOS battery going to perform the post test. Once it is completed, then there is a master boot record in every disk, not every disk, wherever you have operating system. The master boot disk is available, 512 bytes, which contain the bootloader. Like where is the binary files to nothing but operating system files. For example, this small circle above, you have some data, okay? And address 230, some number, you have a bootloader is there. It will go to from here to here. It will load the bootloader, one software simply. Okay, this circle containing the bootloader information. Okay, go to the 230 address, you have a bootloader. Once the bootloader is available, it's boot the server. There is a one more program we'll call kernel. Kernel or grub we will call grub. So grub is nothing but grand unified one second. Grand unified bootloader. Even grub 2 also came in our latest one. Presently grub 2 also there. This is very important when you do the kernel process time. I will show you even that part. Under boot, grub 2. Yes, grub 2 only. Now this is a file, grub config. Is a grub file information. It's a just like your kernel information. There is nothing. How it is going to call. And then step number 4, like actual kernel will come. Grub is going to call actually kernel. This kernel only the brain of the human being. Like that, kernel is the first program or what we can call first application is going to our first software is going to execute it on your machine. On the screen you can able to see. You can select drag and drop also. Then it is going to call a init deep process. First process in your machine. This process ID not still in even after 10 years also the same ID. Process ID init name is initd, but in the version 8, 9, 10, the initd new name came, that is a systemd. Its process ID is 1. Remember, even if you run ps-aux, you will get all process IDs and process ID number 1. Process ID number 1, systemd information. Systemd information is the first process in your machine is going to start. First process in your machine. That is a systemd. Everything. First person will come. That is a systemd. Then it will call other process. Even here also you have a different type of booting processes are available. Even if I want to stop init 0, init 1, init 6, init 5, init 4, init 3, there are different type of approaches are available. Even if I give init 6, machine is going to restart. So this is total related to the booting processes or run levels we can call. These all we can call as a run level. To learn this one, no need any different account. We are going to perform this all activity on our local laptop only. And same thing like installation of the softwares also we have. Okay, and background job creation. And what is a SCP command connecting the remote servers? So how to provide the permission to others. I'm just explaining in one word answers. And installation of different softwares like EMR, DNS, opt command. Just I announced this word now, backup and recovery. Managing monitoring sections is to installation and monitoring. And this is a big drawback to cloud people. Networking. What is a NIC card? And for example, previous new name. One second. I will connect to this machine. Okay, even you can use SS command. Otherwise, if config, IP config. If config not there, system. One second. This may be not available. The command. So how to install the package is also important. Package is also very, very important one. Like if config. Now you can see previously this command is not working. Now it is working. What is the ETH0, EX, Ethernet card, NIC card, or in our local language we will call as a LAN card. And what is a LAN card? What is associated private IP? So NIC card, this is a very important topic. And here these servers previously having once you have one server, how to create a NFS server Samba server. Samba server is something you can communicate with Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows, but it is really optional. If you are planning for the certification, really you need to add NFA server also. NFA server also you have to add. Okay, I will explain to you this one, doesn't matter, but you are planning for the certification NFA server also, it is one of the important one. But once if you understand one server configuration, then how the clients are connecting, that is very easy. This is first 40 days plan, and then after you have a shell scripting part is there, especially automation, complete automation. I'm saying that one, I'm very good, very good in this area. Yes, and on different technologies with automation. Like what is a shell scripting? For example, once one user is connecting, how to execute some scripts automatically, and what is the shell names? Every system having some shells. What is the default shell we have? And what is the total shells we have in my machine? You can see total available shells in my machine. Complete shells, how to make it my default shell, and redirection operators information. Script blocks generally, there is nothing. Debugging, what is a plus X minus X for the debugging? And every language having your, here one thing in the shell scripting, I can say power of the shell scripting only grep, like what is that? Awk command, find command, find, find command. It's a one technology, and SCD, stream editor. These are the major commands to search anything in your machine. But you have a good at regular expressions. Regular expression is a one more topic. Regular expression is a one more topic, not only related to Linux, commonly available, and how to create a background jobs. A command, I just said, no, a command. Every language having if conditional statement and looping statements, how to generate something. Example, I want to monitor something. I want to, just like I'm writing simply, uh, for example, while one infinity loop I'm writing, do echo good morning and sleep 1 second, clear, and then after done. You can see continuously this is going to execute. There is no end point. How to create the infinity loops. But this is printing purpose. Reality, what is the use of the printing? So printing statement, looping purpose. And one mini project I did here, menu making. This is a mini project only. Functions and background jobs. Simple. This is a, and real-time scenarios also I'm going to cover here. How to write a Linux administration script, what is space utilization, how to get the alerts. And one, if I'm installing, for example, Docker software here, especially Docker or Kubernetes I'm installing. First, Docker is available or not, and how my command is executed or not. So there is a echo command is there. If, for example, I'm running one command, after that echo, if I'm asking, I'm getting a non-zero value or zero value. Simple. If it is zero value, your previous command is successfully executed. So this is even I'm just going inside of the course. Even if you don't have the idea, please skip this whatever I'm talking. And for this batch plan is every day. I mean Monday to Friday. Every day means Monday to Friday, 9 to 10 p.m. only. Only one batch. There is no morning batch. Only one batch. Night 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I required 60 plus days. I'm just writing here 60, but not less than, greater than or equal to 60 days is required. And batch going to start 15th or 16th only. After the Sankranti festival, only batch is going to start. So today is the fourth na. After 10 days only I'm going to start. Probably after festival we have the batch. So most of the people, and in every state we have this festival. After that we have the batch. And fees for this is the total 4,000. It's a only 1,000 payment. I'm going to take a limited slots only. Why? Because here more discussion is going to happen in this area. So, and one more thing, those who are completed your payment, I will update your number to the group. You don't worry, I will add your number to the group. And these are the payment mode. You can use this QR or else use the number. But whatever the mode you are doing the payment via QR code or number, please send that payment screenshot to the same number only. I am going to add your number to one special WhatsApp group. Fine, guys. This is about the my training information. Any other questions you can ask?